This is why you should use workflow on your Calendly to improve show up rate and conversion. Hi, my name is Dr. Byron Cole, serial award-winning entrepreneur, Sunday Times best-selling published author, communications expert, public speaker, and speaking agent. Now, over the years of mentoring and consulting thousands of people, I found this one thing when creating your Calendly is really, really important. And that is the workflow. What do I mean by that? That is when somebody uses your Calendly to book an appointment, to book a meeting, to have a sales conversation, or anything in between. And you need to make sure that you do a few things. As we know, always, people always buy from people they know, like, and trust. And of course, that provide a solution. And that's not always possible to do quickly during a call. So what do? You do it before using the workflow. So when you're creating your workflow, the first email, of course, is your confirmation so that they understand the time, the link, and everything else that's there. Then you need to make sure that you're giving yourself the credibility. So why should they use you? You've worked with how many people before? How many people have you served? And also, what's the transformation? So show your transformation with your clients. I'm sure there's people that has gone from one place to the other. Show the transformation, because that is going to be really, really important, right? They want to know that you can help solve the problem that they have. So give them the credibility, give them the transformation, okay? And when you have that call, what you need to do, of course, is say, hey, did you see my testimonials? Or did you, so they know, right? Because they're not going to watch every video, but some people will. Now, when you get to that call, you want to make sure that they're ready, they're prepped, they're primed, and they're ready to move forward. And what that will do is that will slow down the process of people saying, okay, well, let me just think about it. Well, let me do my due diligence. Well, you've heard that before, right? Do it before you get to the call. If you do it before you get to the call, you'll be able to then say, okay, great. Well, you already know I can deliver. You've seen the testimonials. You know that I'm great at my job, blah, blah, blah. Now we're just making sure we're aligned, we're the right people for each other, and it's within your budget. Are you happy to move forward? That's ultimately what that sales call to be, right? You don't want to be proving yourself and so on. Sure, you've got to do it during the call, but you want to try and do it before you get on the call. Now, as part of the workflow, when the call ends, what happens then? What automation are you going to have in place? Are you going for a one-call close? And I've been doing that for years, where we just have a one-call close. We have a call, there isn't a follow-up process, there is nobody chasing you. This is the last opportunity that you have. And then my team, because I guess they're not me, they haven't got the authority, they will have a two-call close. So what happens after that? So when you finish the call, what's next? Again, social proof, testimonials, why you're a good fit. That needs to happen automatically, because otherwise you just spend too much time deliberating, messing about, sending follow-up emails, etc., right? So use the workflow to your advantage, but also use it to make sure that the clients show up. So the SMS, the text message, the emails, you need to make sure that they are reminded constantly that they have a meeting with you. If you do that, you'll improve your show-up rate and you'll improve your close rate. Now, that is what we want when we are setting appointments for our clients. If this has been useful to you, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.